Yeah, welcome back. On our last class, we talked about hyperlink, and today we'll be talking about attributes, HTML attributes. Yeah, what is HTML attribute? HTML attributes are, are attributes that actually complement HTML tags. What do I mean by that? It's a tag that gives more information about about a particular tag in the HTML. I will give some example. For instance, let's say this is an HTML tag and it has an attribute called language. That is the language, and this the value is called English. That is an example. So I will still give a lot of examples. So instead of we using this page, let's create our new page. Remember, you click here and let's say attribute.html. So let's do our stuff. Then write attribute save, and let's check it on our browser. It's actually blank because we don't have anything inside our body. So what we are going to do now is, yeah, so let's write a paragraph, and let's write a word like this is my para, or this is my paragraph, and that is our paragraph. So let me split this screen so that we can see everything more clearly. Yeah, okay. So this is our paragraph, and this is my this is my paragraph, and let's add another heading one, and let's add this is my heading, and let's save. You can see we have our heading here, then we have our paragraph here. So let me try to string this a little bit so that we can be seeing our code more clearly. So I hope you can see the code now. And for this, let me try to shoot this a bit outside. Okay, think it's okay like this. Yeah, think it's cool like this. So now, what is an attribute? Like I said, an attribute complements an HTML tag, and it adds additional information to an HTML tag, and come it also come as a reference purpose, probably in most cases. But without too much explanation, I will give some practical example here so that we could understand what attribute really means. And now we need to know that attributes usually come inside the starting tag of a particular stuff we want to add an attribute. For instance, whenever, let me give you the format of an attribute. Whenever you want to write an attribute, this thing should come to your mind. Let's say name is equals to quotes, then inside will be the value. This means the name of the attribute. Sorry, this means the name of the attribute and the value of the attribute. For instance, maybe I want to, let me just give an instance. Maybe I want to say, okay, walk to where? You can say walk to school. So you are telling this person to walk to school. You understand? This is the attribute name and this is the value. Now let's give an example. There's an attribute name called title. It gives more information about the particular tag. You can see we have our tag here, our paragraph tag, and we have our heading tag here. So let's give an example. Probably we want to give this, we want to add additional information to this. We now come to this s starting tag and put space. You can see the right title, that is the name of the attribute, and the value, what do we want it to show whenever we bring our cursor to that particular attribute. For instance, let's say this is an info, and I click on save, and when I come here and I take my cursor here, it's going to give me the info. You can see this is an info. That's exactly what I write. Sorry, this is an info. Okay, this is an info. You can see it complements it, you give it something. We can still do more. There are lots of type of attributes. I'm just using title as an example. I'll still give you another example here. So the reason why this attribute is important is because as we are moving ahead on this tutorial, we'll be using more of attribute now, because we are done with using normal text formatting, HTML, this thing. So we'll be using more of attributes in our HTML tag, so that it will not look so new to you when I start using them. So that's why it's important I do a whole video on only attributes alone. So I've added an attribute. This is the attribute. You can see the attribute is inside the starting tag. This is the ending tag of the p, you see. So the attribute, we said this name of the info. Another attribute, let's say style. This style is actually the ability of adding inline CSS, like inline styling to a particular tag. Probably want to add a styling to our what is it called, our HTML, our h1 rather. This is our heading h1, this guy. So we can see something like style is equals to, and let's say we want to give it a color. You can see color red, and when we save, this guy is going to change to red. And instead of we going to use, I'm just giving you an example. You don't need to worry about this guy right now. Just leave it that way. We are still going to CSS, and I'm going to explain all how this thing work. This thing, let me see if I can use another example. Probably, let me see, this is starting tag bg color, it's work, and we see red. Yeah, it didn't work here, so it selects where it works. For instance, let's say, okay, what is that particular tag that has every other tag inside it? It's called the body. So we let's try to give the body a bg color, an attribute called bg color, and let's say red. Yeah, you can see you have given the background a red color. This, we said the attribute name is bg color, that we want to give this background a bg color of red. So if we change this to yellow, it's going to change to yellow. You see, if we change to orange, it's going to change to orange. So if you say we want to change to pink, if we say we want to change to any color, probably gray, it change to gray. Even if it's light gray, it will still change to a light gray. So whatever color we want to give it, and this is an attribute of bg color, and we give it whatever thing we want to give it. Remember, this is the body, so the body will affect every code that's inside here, and these are the code that are inside the body. I hope we understand ourselves. So that is what I have to explain on attributes. So let's move to the next class so that we can move further and further. I hope you understand the concept of attributes, and if you don't understand, let me know in the comment box, or let me know in our group chat, then I'll know how to explain further. Thank you.